So it's June and it's absolutely boiling in here, and these tomatoes are getting out of control. So I've got 1 hour to sort these tomatoes out and to stop them from going mad and stopping their yield. So tomatoes which are unpruned can cause lack of airflow, smaller tomatoes, and can cause disease. So let's have a look and sort these out. So my first job is removing all these lower leaves that are touching the pot. We can see they're already yellowing, and we don't want them to cause any disease problems. So I'm removing the ones touching any soil, touching any pots, removing them. And with my plant here, I've let the runners go on. So runners are a small branch that comes out of the leaf and the main stem, and these should be pinched off just like so. Leaving these on can cause a big thick stem, and as an example of mine, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 big stems, so it's going to grow lots of leaves and not many tomatoes. So this one's already got a tomato on, but I'm going to remove this one. And then I'm checking round. This one here has grown, so it's a bit heartening cutting off ones that have got tomatoes, but it's going to do it some good in the end. I'm causing this plant to fall over, so I'm just cutting out some more of these side shoots. And that one there. And it can concentrate on more tomatoes. There we go. So this is my main stem, and this is what we're going to grow upwards. And we've already got some nice tomatoes growing on here. I'm going to cut this one off as it's quite low. And we're going to tie that up. So all the tomato plants that we've taken off, these can be re-sowed into a pot of compost, or just throw them in the compost bin. So if we take a look at this tomato plant, we can see the main stem, the leaf, and then this is a sucker that I've left grown. So I'm going to remove this, just keeping this as the main stem. I'm going to remove the one underneath, and I'm going to remove the ones at the bottom here, just so they can clear a bit of air around. And there we go, just remove that one. So quick and easy. We've got our flowers, and we've got one stem growing up. We remove the suckers. Now that needs to be staked up and grow upwards. Just as easy as that. All the extra bits can be repotted, put in a pot, stick in the compost, and these will regrow for more plants. So next we need a stake or some string to grow this on. So I'm adding a piece of rope going across from one bar to the next bar, so then we can add some downward string down to the tomatoes. So 1, 2, oh, butterfly there, lovely red and black butterfly. So adding that string here, and then we can add our downward strings from this. So I saw a message about what string to use. Because somebody mentioned they used a twine and the twine broke under the weight of the tomatoes. So I'm using a quite heavy duty one, a bit over the top, but it's going to do the job. So I'm just tying my string above the plant, and then we can wrap the tomato around the plant. So with our string in place, this is the main stem, so I'm just going to wrap the string around the plant. Now it can grow up around there, and every time we come in next time, we can just twist it around every time, and it will grow up the string. There we go. So first tomato all sorted. Again, we're looking with this one, and it's growing across the plot instead of growing upwards. I've left this one on, and we don't require this one. I'm going to remove this just so we can grow it upwards instead of acrosswards. So that's the way it's supposed to be growing, and you can see it's grown in the wrong angle. So I'm just gently going to twist it around our cane, around our rope that's going up to the top. I'm going to remove some of these bottom leaves. That one, those in the pot, and this one. See, that one's yellowing. I'm just allowing some air. That is a side shoot there. We can see this one where it's been touching the ground. It has been making the leaves yellow. So that's the main stem. So I'm just going to twist it around. I'm going to get rid of that one there, so we can make it go nice and tall. I'm going to get rid of that one there. There we go. So now I'm going to twist it so it's going upwards instead of across. There we go. So it's going to grow upwards now instead of across the plot. Sorted. Taking out these shoots, side shoots, and that's a truss there. That will do. Same with this one. This one's done the same. That one's basically so we remove the lower leaves. It's got a lot more space, a lot more area to breathe. The wind can brush through, gives it lots more air, and now it can grow upwards instead of growing across the pot. we take a look at this tomato plant, this is the main stem, that's the leaf, and then this is the sucker, and that will send out another whole extra root. So all we do is just remove, just like that. We look in every section and we can see if there's any more suckers, and we remove. So the bottom leaves are doing nothing except inviting the blight from the soil. So 6 to 12 inches, removing the leaves allows this airflow and stops any chance of disease or any blight. So my last job is going to give them a feed using tomato feed. Once they've formed flowers, we can give them all good feed. So my hour's up, and now I've strung up all my tomatoes. We've removed the leaves from the bottom, and they're all strung up to the top of the polytunnel. And look at this big pile of leaves we don't need anymore. These can be recycled, put in the compost bin, or you could just stick them in a pot of compost and regrow for extra plants. So, good job done, all in all. So it's always very enjoyable growing tomatoes, and really handy. And if you click on this video here, this will tell you how to grow more vegetables in June.